you guys haven't seen me in a while because I went on a trip. And this was a purse I got when I visited Jessica. I wanted to get a nice travel bag that goes under the airplane seat. So, we went to North Carolina. But just before that, I had a root canal. So, I was on penicillin the whole time. And these things melt immediately when you put them in your mouth. So, I had a bag of crackers because I hate taking pills. So, I put a bit of cracker in my mouth and swallow. And I was supposed to also be on 2 ibuprofen when I take those every 6 hours. So, ibuprofen. Got off those pretty quick. And I just put in my prescription bottle all my hormones and statins and all that kind of stuff. So I had my little medicine bag. And this side I also carried, and I had extra wet ones. You can wipe down your tray on the airplane and that kind of thing. Wet ones. Chewing gum that I didn't use. So also, this is going to be things that you don't need to pack. I had my wallet, so I had my ID and all that kind of thing. In fact, I'm going to leave all this, oh, I shouldn't, because I'm going to show you my suitcase, out, because I'm going to move into my other purse. So that was that zippered side. Then the other zippered side, if I kept it that way, I knew what was going on. I had a bag that had, well, I took it out because I'm charging it. Okay, you guys, prepare to keel over. I got a cell phone so that I could, you know, a smartphone so I could look up maps and that kind of thing. And good thing because we got lost looking for his relatives and they walked us in. So I had eyeglass cleaning, you know, rag to clean your glasses. Notepad, didn't use either of those. Calendar, well, I could have used it. Checkbook, I don't think I used it either. Ferry schedule, and oh, I forgot to pass those out. My cards, my soap cards, brought to you by JBS Farms soaps. You've heard that about 1,000 times. So that's where I kept my cell phone, and if you ever tried to call me, which of course you haven't, I never hear it, so I never answer it. Matching little bag. I carried this on the plane. I had earplugs, and I had more wet ones, and in case I needed it, moist flushable wipes, which obviously I didn't use. Like you cared, that's TMFI. Then I kept throwing receipts in here. I kept my little Chanel bag, and so this was my little makeup bag for the plane ride. So let me set that down. I have my Trish McAvoy pink buff, and look, it's almost gone. It's 1,000 years old, but I love it. I love it. And isn't that a cute little case? So I had that. Then I had my little Laura Mercier gloss. I think Chris gave it to me. It was perfect size. Laura Mercier gloss doesn't smell that good. And then for color, I brought my Estee Lauder something. Don't have my glasses. Yes, I do, and in the middle compartment that was easy to get, where my glasses look, they match the purple. Not trying to be, but this is frosted apricot. Throw that in. So I used my lipsticks a lot, and I threw in a lip balm, black tea, and blackberry. Used that quite a bit, and didn't use any of these. Because they're all twisted together. That's not why, but that's what's happened. A hair clip, didn't use that, but if I needed it, I had it. I had another hair clip, little guy, if I want to pull my bangs back. And the last minute before I ran out of the house, I grabbed these spiral pins in case I wanted a bun. Didn't use it. Earrings that I found when I pulled out my car keys, because I had it in a different compartment. When I got home, found them on the ground and go, oh. So anyway, didn't use those. They did make it on the trip. That was when I got home. Receipts, gas receipts, airplane. We went Horizon, which is Alaska Airlines. Then we went United. I'm not fond of United. We had very, very little leg room. Oh, look, a shell. A hint of things to come. More receipts. I'm going to put the shell in there. I'll lose it. More receipts. Because when we got home, we stopped at Costco. Napkins. You never have too many napkins. You know, you've got to wipe your nose. And protein bars. Another shell. Their shells are amazing. What do you see? Hand lotion, Advil, that was from the dentist, and a pen. Didn't use a pen. I took way too many granola bars and nut deals. You know, bags of snack nuts that I got at Costco to throw in my suitcase here. So let me throw all this in real quick. Alright, the suitcase. I got one at Costco. It didn't have a zipper on the front, which I didn't want because when you go through TSA I could grab my liquids. So I got a Travel Pro. I think I got it through Amazon. But anyway, it was one the pilots use and the flight attendants. So got that. It had the zipper here. I put my liquids in a bag and they told me to leave it in my suitcase. So I don't know anymore. I don't know what the rules are. When I went to Hawaii, they said anything like toothpaste, the gel, doesn't have to be in here. So I didn't do that. Coming home, found out gels count too. But anyway, I took my Ultra Sheer Liquid Neutrogena. Purell went in my purse after I got through. I was trying to use up, and there's still a little bit in there. So is the Estee Lauder Idealist for a moisturizer at night. Didn't use this at all. Max Sheer All Day Moisture Defense Lotion. Because I didn't run out. I use this. I love this for travel because it has got everything in it. It's a 10 leave-in for your hair after you wash it. The lid's still in here. Chris gave me samples. You know how she gives me all these lovely samples. So I took this with me. A hint of citrus, and I think it's from Clinique. So that was my perfume. So now, every time I smell that, it'll remind me of my trip to North Carolina. Did I tell you I went to North Carolina? I went to North Carolina. I took the Kenra Thermal Styling Spray. I used it once. I grabbed this from the hotel. I can use that out in the little house. My vacation. I didn't use this healing oil treatment. I was on the go. I took shampoo samples and I used 2 of those. And I have this one left, the Pureology, and this was a extra hair gel. Didn't use it. And these moisturizer I didn't use because I still was trying to use up that Estee Lauder thing. So let me put this away. Alrighty. Then here's the bazillions of too many snacks that I took. The protein bars and the cashews and peanuts and stuff. I didn't need all those, even though we were flying across the country and they don't feed you a daggone thing unless you buy it. I had another Glamour, and I didn't read that till the ferry coming home, so I didn't need that. I had caramels. That was supposed to be our treat on the airplane. Didn't eat them. And it's a good thing. Both of us put on 5 pounds. Unbelievable. So, that was that little outside zip part. I like this suitcase. It doesn't weigh much. We went to the Outer Banks, so I kept this. We went through the Wright Brothers National Memorial. I climbed the Cape Hatteras Lighthouse, which is the tallest brick lighthouse in the continent? Anyway, I know the country. But we flew into Raleigh and visited John's relatives. It was almost like a reunion because his uncle was turning 90. And then so we visited them, and then we drove out to and stayed on Mateo Island, or in Manteo, which is Roanoke Island. Anyway, and went and visited, here's Nag's Head and Kitty Hawk, and we visited that. Then we just drove up there. And the next day we went south and went to Cape Hatteras. Is that in view? Yeah, Cape Hatteras. And we went down to the museum that has the graveyard of the Atlantic. So we visited that and drove up. And the water was warmer when we stuck our toes in here, but it was really rough, so nobody could swim. Nobody could swim. It was dangerous. In fact, somebody died up here. But as soon as you get around this corner, it gets cold, which, you know, it's cold anyway. Not enough that I'd want to swim. But what I'm saying is the Labrador current comes here, and the Gulf of Mexico current goes there, so that's why this one's warmer. And so I have some pictures. I'll see if I can be smart enough to include them in this video. I better not take too long with each thing. I throw all my receipts in my upper pocket here because then they're flat, and this was the Kitty Hawk. I kept that so that I could read it. just in case. Didn't need it, thank heavens. I'd never go anywhere if I can remember without those guys. Battery charger for camera. Camera went in this bag unless I was driving, and then it went in my purse so I could pull it out. Receipts, receipts, receipts. Travel clock, because you got to get up at 3 in the morning if you're going to fly out at, what time we flew out? I think we flew out at 6 to head east, and then coming west we got up at 4:30. So we were up for like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We were up for like 18 hours each way. OxyClean, didn't need them. Here's my shells. They were just so neat. I mean, a black kind of scallopy guy. These guys are so thick. When they're wet, they are stunning. All right, so there's that. It sounds like it's broken, but that's shells. Took my journal, which is always nice because then when you are old and can't travel anymore, you can read your journal and relive your trip. Or remember, what hotel did we stay at there? So this was my makeup, everything bag. Makeup, you know, wash your face, shower, and everything. So I had a little GHD brush that came with my GHD. That's just the right size for travel. I take a shower cap that I got from a hotel. A clip. Toothbrush and toothpaste, and John used up his little toothpaste, so we both worked on that one, which was nice because, you know, why double up? My brushes have escaped, but I had them with a hairband around them. Used that one. Didn't use, let's see, I might have used that one. I didn't use these 3. I used those 3. And there might be more in here. Used this twice. When you've got menopause, you don't grow too much hair. Used the eye booster all the time because that was my eyeliner. I have to keep a little plastic top in here because this thing won't stay on. But had a little travel deodorant. Had a little travel Gold Bond with Comfort with Aloe bath powder because I love bath powder. We shared husband and I shared a floss. Took this from that last hotel. Because at the end there, I figure I had room. Another lip balm. You don't need 2 lip balms. 2 mascaras. Don't need 2 mascaras. Used my lip pencil. This was the Rimmel, what do you call it? East End Snob. Used my Mally, and getting done of my Mally Must Have Pink. That's a really good basic color. Used the Laura Geller Waterproof Eye Spackle, and it's kind of a white color. So when you've got your primer and your highlighter, not your highlighter, but you know what I mean, when you put it around your eyes, and it's concealer. And so I didn't really use this concealer much. This is the Neutrogena. I keep in these little samples that I got from Estee Lauder Double Wear. So I just had Double Wear, and I think this is the Double Wear Light. So I took that. That was the only foundation I took, and that was the only foundation I needed. Eyebrow pencils, the tail end of my Lancome taupe. The lesson here, take a sharpener. I still had enough, you know, but, you know, you can go like that and still get it, but would have been nice to have it sharper. Keep the nail file in your purse. I ripped a nail, couldn't do anything about it. And if you dig far enough, you do find a pencil sharpener that you didn't know you had. Nail clippers in case you get in trouble, which I didn't use, and tweezers, which I did use. My daughter gave those to me for Christmas, I think. Another lip balm. I used it because I would never buy this. It was only 80 degrees, and that's what it did in my purse. So, luckily they were having a cold front, so we didn't roast. Okay, makeup. I took my Josie Maran. I think these are my favorite powders. And I did use those. I used every color. Didn't use those. But look, it is so nice. I don't think she makes them anymore. Come on, Josie Maran. That was cool. They were good colors. I took the NYX 10 color eyeshadow palette of the Runway collection, and sometimes I would go brown, and sometimes I would go purple. And so it was, I could have just lived with it or the other one, because when you're traveling and busy, you don't care what colors you are like we do when we're home. Took one blush, Super Duper Natural from MAC. Worked fine. Like I say, you're busy, you're traveling, you don't care. Oh, am I going to be orange, or am I going to be peach, or am I going to be pink? Don't care. This brush I used all the time for the blush. When I went to town with Chris one time we were shopping and she took me through Sephora. I found this little tiny mineral powder brush, and I love the Sephora other mineral powder blush. So I would dot on my double wear and I would blend it in. At first I go, oh, it's way too soft, but you get used to it, and it fits in its little thing here, so it keeps it nice when you jumble it with everything. Took eyelashes, thought for sure I was going to learn, never did. Took the e.l.f., which one's this? Day to Night. I used it once because I made myself. Brought these, this is the Revlon ones. I used them once. Or maybe this was the other brush that I used instead of this brush. No, this is the concealer brush. I didn't use the concealer brush. Took a hand lotion. I used this once because I took another hand lotion in my purse. Professional, never used it. Rubber band, I French braided my hair. After we got to Kitty Hawk, I was blonde a bit, so after that I braided my hair. Took this, didn't ever use it. And obviously never used my eyelash glue grip. Let me put this away. Alright, we were gone for a week, and I took jammies, which I have to write down because they're the thing that I always forget. Oh, when I was there I bought some saltwater taffy. You guys, I put on 5 pounds. I have to save this. Maybe I'll put it in the fridge in the back and I won't remember it. We bought fudge. We're going to have to save that. John put on 5 pounds too. Because all you do is sit in a car or sit in an airplane or visit with relatives. I got these at Costco. Nice little capris. They're stretchy and they're tight, so my daughter would approve of them. Light days, that's always good to travel with. Because the other thing is, if you don't have enough underwear, which I did, that's convenient. Talking to Hot and Flashy, she got her cute reading glasses from Peepers. So I went to their site, and I got bifocal sunglasses. And talk about cool, because you can read and not, like you're reading a map in the car. I like reading maps. I don't like, I gotta find a GPS that works. But anyway, they worked great. I took my old Hot Tools hair flattener because I didn't want to take my expensive GHD, and this works fine. And I do keep it because of the travel, but I also keep it if I want to depot something. I don't want. I had a sleeveless, these are going to be all inside out, but I had a sleeveless shirt, which I wore with those pants, and that looked okay. But when I wore it, held it up to my dark colored shorts, which are nice because they never show dirt, that doesn't go very good, so I didn't wear it with those. I have a squishy hat because I have to stay out of the sun, and so you can shape it any way you want. You know, you could be Gomer Pyle if you wanted. But anyway, that was a good beach hat, and anywhere that, but if you're in the wind and the shore, you have to hang on to it. I took a scarf in case I froze when I came back, but I realized I didn't freeze when I got back, so I packed it in my suitcase to come home. And when I was on the airplane, I'd kind of rumple it up and use it as a pillow. Tank tops, that went with the dark colored shorts. T-shirts, wore those. These all have to go in the laundry, but I wanted to show you. This is, I forgot a laundry bag when I went, so I have my saltwater taffy bag, and I put my dirty socks and underwear in there, so now I'll dump that in the laundry. I did have one more pair of clean socks. I thought I didn't have enough of these kind of socks, because when I wear it with tennis shoes, or, you know, athletic shoes, because whatever fits my stupid feet, you don't want the socks sticking up. So when I came back from Costco, I bought a bunch more. I have 2 extra clean underwear, so I had plenty of that. I wore white shorts because I could never wear them on the farm, so in the city I can wear them. I never wore this shirt, and it is got sleeves, and it kind of drapes right here in front. So anyway, it's inside out. Like I say, everything's packed inside out. I bought this shirt for the trip at Ross, and it's so cute, and it's kind of crepe-like material, and it was $7. Jessica would approve, but anyway, I wore it with my white shorts when we had our kind of reunion at the relative's house, and we picnicked kind of and went inside and outside. Oh, here's a little shell. Look at the stripes. Oh, it broke. Dang. Well, I'll set that over there. This was the belt that came with the Costco capris, and all it did was sit underneath like a shirt and stick out like that, so I took it off. I was positive we were going to swim, so I took my swimsuit, never wore it. I was never around a swimming pool. I would have gone in if it was a swimming pool, because like I said, it was 80 degrees there. They were having a cold snap, and we never stayed anywhere where there was a pool. So that was what I packed for a week. This was carry-on, and I was always ready to run off the plane, but one plane that was kind of small, so man, I had to cram it in that overhead, but I told that stewardess, it's going in. I said, well, it can't fit coming down, and she goes, well, it might be a different plane, type of plane, but anyway, it worked. I got home. We never had any accidents. Nobody got hurt. We cheated death once again, and so it feels really good to be home, but now I need to do laundry. Oh, I took a watch. I left it on Pacific time, and when I got over there to Eastern time, I just took it off because I didn't want a tan line. So, and I didn't care what time it was. So when I came home, it was the same time. There's a tip. So until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.